took that shit for granted, now you lost me. And now I'm all up on my mission, and I'm bossing. And I've been taking all these trips, and you not there with me. I kept it fair with you, you wasn't real with me.
If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know, I do have to give you that brief disclaimer, all right? So I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind. I don't want you trying for certain scenarios for you. If you don't happen to get your confirmation through me, I guarantee you're going to get it through somebody else, all right? So be patient with your process. Also, you already know, my voice is too raspy to be whispering, all right? So this is about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume. Now, before we get started, as always, I want to thank you so much in advance for all your love, like, share, subscribe, share gifts, kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. Thank you, baby. Because I don't always get to pause in the middle of my message to relay or say that to you. So I appreciate you, okay? Also, again, just to give you a heads up, the way that my allergies are acting up at this point in time, I apologize in advance for any sniffling, huffing, and puffing out here sounding like Baby D, okay? But also, chosen ones, I do want to let you know today is the last day for the buy one, get one free, okay? So this is the buy one, get one free for the 30-minute coaching sessions, as well as the 30-minute bundles. So this would be the bundle of 4 coaching sessions. So you would get 4 at the price of 2. Or you could do the buy one, get one free for the individual coaching sessions, 30-minute sessions. So you'll get 2 for the price of 1, okay? So the link is in my bio. It will be the last for today, okay? So today is the end of the sale, and then it will just be as far as go back to the original pricing, okay? Now let's get started. There's a few messages that I am getting guided to relay, right? So one, chosen ones, I want you to realize that because you are in the middle of your manifestations, it may not always appear so pleasant to you, right? So because you're in the middle of the movement, because you're in the middle of certain action, because you're in the middle of your transition, right? Your transformation, it may seem a little hectic, but I want you to realize that you have to keep your vibration high, all right? This is not the time for you to be thinking or talking negatively over your life. You already have enemies that were trying to attack you, people that were trying to attach certain dark energy and karmic ways towards you. So you had to make sure that you're not speaking that on you too, okay? So when the enemy can't defeat you, as they cannot, they'll try to have you match their energy so that you'll match the karma and consequences that they're getting, as well as chosen ones, they'll try to have you speak certain negative things on you because what they're speaking on you does not come true unless you accept those things about you, okay? So be mindful of how you're speaking on yourself as well as your circumstances. Although they may not appear so perfect at this time, they're perfectly aligning you to what you're supposed to be doing. So you ask for something and you're going to receive it. Now, I say be mindful of the things that you're praying for before God presents them, because in the form that he's going to present them is not always going to be your first option, okay? This is not always going to be your first selection. So if you're asking for real love, you're saying that you no longer want to be used, mistreated, disrespected, taken advantage of, he's going to filter out anybody who has those qualities to them. So this is that partner. It may not be your partner that you're manifesting in. You could be calling somebody else in because the person that you're calling in has or is prepared for the position, whereas the person that you have may not have that ability within them, okay? So they may not have that capability. So this would be almost like certain electric devices or certain things that you have where, yes, they have certain qualities to them, but they may not have certain features in them. So this is the time to be paying attention to the things that you're asking for because God is going to present them. Now, for instance, this is going to come in various forms, okay? So one, there's some of you that was praying that this person that you was with was going to get it together. You, when God aligned you, both of you had certain karmic cycles that you were connected to, third-party energy. So your third party energy could have been as far as family who had an influence on you, friends who always tried to match you up with certain individuals, people who had certain input, right? Had certain opinions at this point in time, or certain third parties. Could have been your job that was holding you back. You was staying in that position and it didn't allow you to have any other connections, right? This could have been, so third party comes in various ways. So you could have had third party represented as far as family, whereas they could have had other past people that they were connected to, or other options that they were connected to. So again, whoever you're aligned with, at one way, shape, or form, they reflect your qualities. Regardless if the intentions are the same, you may still have qualities like them, okay? So this is, in your past, you could have not been over somebody that you was connected with. You could have forced yourself to and attained another individual, but you brought that past person in that energy, in that relationship, because you were still holding on to them. You were still thinking about them. Some of you chosen ones feel like, oh, well, the new option is the best option because of what you went through with the past individual, not even realizing that God had them go through certain lessons so that they could get it together for you, okay? So you have, excuse me, you have to be mindful, because it's not a one size fit all, okay? So I always say this: if you want to know what side of journey you're on, definitely come to me. I got you. I'll make sure that's clear to you, right? Because there's some of you where you will be reconnecting with somebody that you've already been in contact with. When you were connected to him, you had certain lessons to be learned. You needed to learn your self-confidence. You needed to learn how to have your own stability. You needed to learn to still continue to have your own identity, because you get lost in connections. You start pouring yourself into them where you start to forget about yourself, right? So there's some of you that you will be rekindling a connection. When you guys were together, there's certain lessons that had to be learned. And when you told God that you wanted this person specifically, and he's seen that other connections that you guys were in didn't work out because you two always connected to each other again. So God's like, listen, this is, y'all are going to get it together then. So he's going to have that person go through certain things so they think they can learn lessons to be the best blessing for you. So this would be if they initially prioritize other things over you. Now, karma's going to come for them where y'all are going to disconnect, and they're going to be with somebody who prioritizes other things over them. So this could have been, they were the primary provider in the relationship, and your lesson was for you to be able to get it on your own. And now their karma is now seeing how they carried you when you was feeling limited. So now they're in a limited position because now they got to get treated like you got treated by somebody else. So now they can understand your value, understand what they put you through, understand the things that they did to you so they don't do it again. Right? So again, this is not a one size fit all, because some of you are not supposed to go back to somebody from your past. That's certain things intentionally happen so that it would have its final finale for it, right? So certain things, that lines that had to get crossed, that you would never go back anymore. So there's some of you again where there was experience that you had to go through, and the person that you were connected to had to experience them too. And then there's some of you that have new people that's about to arrive for you. Now, with me saying this, some of you feel like when your person comes, or when your divine partner finally arrives, you're feeling like everything's going to be 100% all the time. That's not true, okay? When I say it's going to be 100%, but it's going to be 100% authentic. So that means you guys are not going to get along 100% of the time. You guys are not going to be out here as far as skipping all of the time. Some of you will have moments where you guys have little tests, little trials. But again, that's to be expected. And I want you to realize this. It's almost like a job position, right? So the person that you're selecting for you, you know that although they have gotten prepared or had to go through certain jobs or go through certain training in order to get to where you're at, they also chosen ones have never been in that position before, right? So this is almost like new hire, right? So you got hired at a new location. Somebody else got hired at a new location too. Your background is you were prepared for the position because everything that you went through, your experience, right? So this could be, okay, you're ready for love. This is your job position. This person gets presented, they ready for love too. Their experience with love may not have been the greatest. They didn't have to go through certain things too, right? Certain policies they had to sit there and go by that didn't reflect them, certain limitations, certain whatever the case may be, right? But this is a new position. So that's equivalent to somebody who used to be a lawyer. They didn't sat there and had experience. Used to be a CNA. They didn't have their experience. Used to be a firefighter. Used to be whatever the case may be. They had their experience. But the position that's about to get presented to them is something that they never been in. in. So although they had experience, they never had experience like this, right? So they're not going to be 100% knowledgeable of the right things to do. Just like when you start a new job, there's certain policies that, yes, you could be going play by play, but you still may make mistakes. But that's something to be learned, right? So I will say, chosen ones, make sure that you're creating a beautiful dynamic or a beautiful as far as setting or a learning experience between you and your partner. You have to realize that although they are prepared for this position, they are not prepared to go and do everything at once and be perfect at it. No, it's little by little, step by step. They have to learn things just like you. You're going to have to adjust, okay? But you have to be open and willing for the position. So have an excitement with it, okay? Keep your drive, keep your excitement pertaining to the position, and don't be too hard on yourself. And that's in any area. That's not just love. That's not just as far as finances, but how, again, I always mention this, but my friend, she always says, give yourself grace. Shout out to Lisa, right? But she'll say, give yourself grace. And that's what you have to do. This is something new in your life that you never experienced before, chosen ones. You never sat there and been able to be free like you are. So there's some of you that don't even realize that you're free right now, right? There's some of you don't even realize that you have other options that you can select from because you're so used to be limited. So there's some of you that are still selecting the same type of individuals because you feel like that's something that you're accustomed to, not even realizing that God said, nah, what do you want? See, none of your order is going to be too big, right? His pockets run deep, all right? As far as God, anything you want, he can make sure that it starts to manifest as you speak. So be specific. Now, again, be real with yourself. I don't want you to sit there and set unexpected goals that are not achievable for you, because even if you achieve them, they're not for you. You're not going to feel that. So make sure that you're being specific about the things that you're praying for so that as they get presented, you can make sure that you're prepared for them. Okay. So I will say this. A lot of you have job positions that's about to get presented. Okay. With this, some of the positions, and I can speak through experience, there's certain jobs that I take because I know that it's going to present me for the next position I'm going to be in. Right. So this job could, incorporate interviews. And then, okay, well, my purpose is I'm going to be on TV giving interviews to other individuals. So therefore it prepares me for that position. There's some of y'all where you're out here building buildings for certain people, working for another company, right? Building buildings when really you're getting that experience. You're networking with certain people so that you can start your own business. So now you're building your own rather than building somebody else's, right? Not only that, there's some of you that are, as far as behind the scenes, or again, you have to realize you're getting put in certain positions to prepare you for the position that you're about to be in. So you have to see when training actually gets offered to you, when opportunities are getting presented to you. Some of you feel like, oh, it's only going to come in one form. No, it's going to come in various, right? Because again, if you're somebody who's going to be building your business, you have to get into positions where you can see somebody able to run theirs, right? So this could be you learning customer service. Why? Because you're going to have to be communicating with people when it comes to you. You're about to be running your own business. You want a whole new clothing line. You want to make certain fashion things, right? So now you have to get that experience customer service. Now your ass was checking orders. Now all of a sudden you didn't know why you was put in that position. Now you know how to check your own inventory when your clothes is coming in and when they're about to be shipping, right? There's some of you as far as music. See, this is why I say always know when an opportunity gets presented to you, because some of you have been missing out on the opportunities because you're thinking that it's going to get presented in a different way and it's not. You understand? So there's some of you that feel like, oh, you only going to make it to, if you want to go to Hollywood, oh, you're only going to go to Hollywood if this person puts you on, or this person, you got to do this to do that. When all you got to do is be yourself authentically, and God's going to align you with that path. God's going to sit there and have something come on the radio and let you know that there's an event at this place and take that opportunity to go there. So you could have been out here dealing with dumb shit from certain people that truly aren't for you, people that were limiting you, people that really didn't believe in you, when really there's another opportunity. So you're feeling the things correctly where you're like, yo, I feel like I'm about to have that come up. Yo, I feel like that bird's about to get put in my hand. Man, I feel like that love's about to arrive. Yes, but you're looking in the wrong direction. You could feel it so heavy. And this is almost like that game where they're like, you're getting warmer, you're getting colder, you're getting hotter. You know, when they're telling you, like, describe it. There's some of you that you keep hearing, you hot, you right there. But guess what? You still missing it because you're looking in the wrong direction. So you're going to be expecting this opportunity from this person, and that blessing is going to get presented a different way. That person owes you money, and you know that they owe you that money, and they chose not to. Free will. God gave them an opportunity to do right by you. They chose not to voluntarily do right. So therefore, God's going to strip them from the things that they owe you, but what's owed to you may come from a different direction. So yes, it may not come directly from this person paying you back, but their blessing got snatched from them and it's going to come to you. So now you'll get paid, but you could be getting paid from somebody else investing in you, somebody else wanting to bless you, somebody else purchasing this, or all of a sudden this that you have is worth $1 million. Whatever the case may be, you're going to get your blessings. But sometimes you get so stressed and you get so stuck on, oh, that person owes this. Okay, it's owed, and so you know you're going to get it, correct? So keep moving. Sometimes God will bless you at certain times that you're not expecting, because had it came earlier, you would have missed out on your blessing because you would have spent it on something that was already taken care of. Nope. So God is accumulating right now. So know that this is your tax season way before taxes even came, right? When I say that, it's because the work that you put in, the love that you've been putting in, as far as the dedication that you've been putting in, the prayers that you've been putting in, right? Some of all that hard work that you've been putting in, you've been getting certain deductions from it. So you've been working hard. You ain't see that financial abundance. You've been sacrificing being around this person. You've been isolated and so on and so forth. And you ain't seen that reward right away. So small deductions that you've been getting, that's almost like in your check. How you see, oh, they taking $50 for this, $100 for that. So you done worked hard and now your check is barely there. You understand? And you still got to figure out how you going to spread that out. See, I told you this your tax season. So what does that mean? See, you had small deductions since the time you was born, right? All of that is getting accumulated. So similar to tax time, you got to put in certain work in order for you to get something. So this is like a female or a masculine. Your ass can have kids that you can claim, but if your ass ain't worked 3 months out the year, you ain't about to claim a damn thing. You're not really going to get nothing back because you ain't put no work in, right? But there's some of us that's been working so hard since the time we was born, working hard, breaking cycles, fighting certain demons instead of becoming them. We've been out here healing other people from certain things that we didn't even cause from them. We've been out here having to defend ourselves from certain people that just hated us because of our light. Instead of realizing that we got the light that can assist them, light that torch and light up their light, they wanted to try to put ours out. Not realizing that every time they try to blow certain hate or say certain things, your flame grew even brighter, right? Even higher. See, that's something that you don't know, right? See, unless you know as far as nature, unless you know that camping tip, that when you have a flame or you see a little bit of smoke, soon as you speak into it, all of a sudden that gets blazing again, right? So you speaking that life into you, chosen ones, you don't realize that can raise your flame. That can have you feeling bright again, sitting there blinding certain people. I seen this quote that said, the sun don't give a damn if it blinds you or not. And that's true. So why should you care about other people feeling a certain type of way? Because you got a certain light in you, because you got a glow in you, because people gravitate towards you. Why are you putting yourself in a distance? Why are you putting yourself, stepping on yourself because of somebody else's insecurities that they have within? Absolutely not. You're going to sit there and be somebody who's going to teach lessons. Either they going to learn it by doing what you do, or they going to learn when they try to go against you and they destroy themselves. See, either way, it's a lesson to be learned. It's up to them on what they're going to be learning from it, right? Or how it gets taught, right? But I'll say, pertaining to you, chosen ones, this is the time to speak life into yourself. What you want, you're going to get. So you say you want love, okay, be open to it then, all right? So that means, yes, you're going to have your options open in a way. All right. So you're given an opportunity for the right people to come your way. But I say be mindful, because there's some people, chosen ones, that when God was giving them a sense of direction, told them to work on themselves, told them to heal themselves, told them to stop being evil, told them to stop being miserable, told them to stop sending certain negative energy towards you, stop speaking shit on you, right? Stop playing in magic and all of that. See, God gave them certain warnings, and a lot of them didn't take heed, nor did some of them listen, right? They was hard-headed. So this is like God telling them, listen, you're going to have to clean this up. You're going to have to do this up. They didn't want to. See, this is why I always say sometimes you feel like you got an option and God was just talking to you nicely, you don't got an option. What he say you going to do in one way, shape, or form, whether or not it's you volunteering it or he's forcing you. So this is like when your parent says, hey, could you clean up the room for me? Okay, could you wash the dishes for me? See, initially they going to ask, but when you sit there and you take your time and you not listening or being obedient, then it's going to be some discipline that comes behind it. So that could be the tone's going to change, right? Okay, well, something's going to get taken away if you ain't going to do this thing. See, some of y'all feel like you got options and you don't got options. God just gives you the first option to do what your ass needs to do. But regardless, it's going to get done and you may not like it. You might get embarrassed. You might sit there and feel upset. You may feel like things get snatched from you, but you should have listened the first time he asked, all right? So again, chosen ones, you have to look at everything that's happening for you as an opportunity to you, right? So there's certain relationships that are going to end. Some of them are going to, these are actually opportunities because had they not walked away from you, some of you never would have walked away from these individuals, which would have required you to walk away from your blessings because God would have never blessed you had you stayed in that position. See, some of you are starting to see, right? So anytime something goes out of your plan, be celebrating, because if you no longer look at things negative, you'll never see a negative. If you don't give negative your attention, it no longer exists. So think about a magnet. Both sides of them had to be facing each other for them to be connected. So if you're not viewing things negatively, you're never going to see a negative thing. You're only going to see things working out on behalf of you. So you be mindful of the things that you ask for, because God's going to present it and then you're going to be in a bad mood at the time that he presented it. You talking about, oh, you wanted to start working out. You wanted to start walking again. You never sat there and took initiative. You didn't take your ass to the gym, didn't take your ass walking to the park, didn't walk around the neighborhood. Now all of a sudden, guess what? Now your car or your scooter or your bike's broke. Now your ass got to walk everywhere you go. See, God's going to give you what you want, but you may not have liked it. You may feel better. Now your ass is walking again. Now you out here observing again. Now you outside. Now you out of the house, but you may not like how it happened. There's some of you that's like, nah, I only want real people around me. I don't want no fake. Okay. Well, God's going to put you in a position where you about to see who's fake and who's real, right? So now their loyalty is going to get tested. Now, all of a sudden, when you need them, God's going to see if they're going to assist you. God's going to see, okay, when things is looking good for them, are they going to be good to you or they going to act petty? See, some of these chosen ones, you have to realize some people are trying to do destiny swaps for you. Some of them don't even realize that they're attempting to do that, and you need to know what destiny swaps really are. So this could be a destiny swap is anybody that's trying to swap out your energy, swap out your life, live your life. And it could be so simple as your mother trying destiny swap with you. She was told that because she had multiple children, she couldn't make it through. So now you got children and she sitting there speaking certain things on you, making you feel like you can't make it too. She trying destiny swap, right? See, some people feel like destiny swaps means that the people are going to take and get your good life. No, if they don't fit that criteria, so if they don't have that light in their life or that energy, they can't receive the blessings that you had. So they're going to still be doing bad, but it doesn't mean that they still didn't attempt that destiny swap, because now you're living a negative life like them. All they got to do is try to get you in your energy. Have you sad? Have you mad? Have you reacting? Have you thinking bad about yourself? Have you talking down about yourself? So destiny swap happens in various forms. It doesn't mean that they're living your luxurious life that you're supposed to be living. No, it just means that they tricked you out of your position. Now your ass is living miserable with them, right? Destiny swap is, that mother trying to persuade you out of that relationship. That could be, that girlfriend or boyfriend trying to persuade you not to be around your children. Sit there and be petty towards people who are really there for you. This could be that destiny swap where they're trying to persuade you not to apply for that job, but behind your back, they're going to apply for it, hoping that they can get the position instead. See, destiny swap is you feeling good at home and cheering and cleaning, and your homegirl or your mother, your sister, whoever calls you, and they going through certain things, and now that energy then transferred on you. Now you're in destiny swap. Now guess what? The same advice that you was giving them is the same advice that you're going to have to give yourself in due time, because you didn't swap positions with them. So you telling them, you don't need that person, don't worry. You putting yourself in a position. Now guess what? Now you got to talk yourself out of that heartbreak that you experiencing. Now you got to talk yourself out of that position that you encountered. So make sure that you're not putting yourself in people's shoes. See, you always heard that back in the day. Put yourself in somebody else's shoe. Why the fuck would I do that? If they don't even want to be in them motherfuckers, why would I put myself into it then? I could be understanding of your position, okay? And I don't even like that understand because I ain't standing under shit. You understand me? So that you can be, So you gotta be mindful for your words. Some people be like, oh, don't look too much in it. But I ain't speaking no spells on my ass. So I'll say this. No, you can, and don't even say you feel sorry for it. Y'all say, I feel, and then y'all end up saying that afterward. Stop. And now you wondering why you feeling sorry as shit today. You talking about you feel sad for somebody. Wondering why your ass been crying all fucking day. You sitting there feeling bad for them. Oh, you can only imagine. Well, don't you know if you imagine, you start to dream about that? And don't you know if you start to dream about that, you start to manifest that? So when you imagine, think about imagination. You are thinking about something and you're creating it. You're in there, right? Imagination can take you, when you imagine you laying up next to your boo, now you dreaming about them, right? Okay, well, you're imagining this comes true, then all of a sudden it starts to produce, right? So don't even imagine what that motherfucker's going through because I or your ass gonna be going through it too. So be mindful. Some of you, yes, you're an empath. That means that you can feel everything, but sometimes you have to observe and not absorb, baby. Okay? Make sure that you're not carrying everybody else's energy. It's like, damn, that's fucked up to hear that, but you got it. You'll figure it out. No. You are not to be carrying a load. Some people just know when to come through, put some shit on you for you to figure out for them. And now your ass out here sorting out they shit and they living life freely. Absolutely not. Everybody's accountable for their own shit. Everybody's carrying it. If that shit's too heavy for you to carry, then your ass better let it go. Cause I ain't carrying it for your ass. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Now I help you and assist you, but motherfucker, we said pack lightly. All right. God said that we got everything that we need where we about to be. And you out here carrying all these heavy ass loads. Absolutely not, motherfucker. Just because I may have some strength don't mean I'm using the shit for that. Got me trying to be out here built. No. Absolutely not. All right. We in our girly era. Okay. Even for the masses, baby, you in your lover boy era. All right. You ain't on no rah hard body shit. We ain't fighting. We ain't doing none of that rah shit. We having fun, motherfucker. So no, if they can't carry it, then it's not gonna go. Okay. And if you can't go without it, motherfucker, then you won't go either. You heard me? So certain things, it's about living lightly. Okay, finances are arriving. You're seeing the signs, but make sure you seeing the signs because you want God to be all direct. You want God to just fling the money in your direction all loud so everybody else can see that shit. No, you seeing small signs. It could have been that little $25 cash back that you got. It could have been, oh, look who just got some cash or rollover. It could be something so simple. God is showing you signs that season is changing for you. You have to know it, okay? So the finance is about to change. You could be fucked up today and you're going to be balling tomorrow. You hear me? And guess what? Everybody who carried you crazy don't get none of it. So just know everything orchestrated at this point in time. You could be thinking, oh, shit's... No, it's not delaying. God's about to bless you right in front. So this is almost like God's asking you, ask so-and-so if they can let you hold this bread. The same bread that you didn't let them hold time and time again and they ass ain't never paid back. God put you in a position where you actually got to ask for them and they decide not to step up. God's going to sit there and put that blessing in your hand like ask them just so that they can say no so he can show up and ball out on their ass. You understand me? So when I tell you your blessings is coming, when I tell you that love is coming, one motherfucker play games with you, somebody else not going to play about you. You understand? But not every offer you have to accept because some of y'all feel like, oh, this person's nice. If that's not your person, that's not your person, let they ass go. You know that you're not attracted to them in one way, in any way, shape, or form. Let they asses go. They a nice person, but they somebody else's person, okay? So don't feel like you got to accept everything and don't feel like you got to resist everything, but this is almost like that Goldilocks, okay? This one's to this one's to that. One's going to be just right for your ass. You understand me? But make sure that you are who you are attracting to you because you are reflecting of the individuals that are coming towards you. So if you talking about the people that you attract, they only focus about their finances, well, that means that you didn't play the position like that to somebody else where you ain't had no time for them because you was worried about building yourself up. Get that shit together. So whoever you run into, if they end up not being for you, that just shows you certain areas you gotta check like, oh, nah, fuck that. I got that shit on me somewhere where they seen that and they got attracted to it. Absolutely not. So you make sure that you remove that part on you. Okay. So it's a filter. How you are, what you filter out in your life. So you are a reflection. So who you are is going to be filtered towards you. So if you got fears that's all in your mind, okay, well, you're going to get that and attract that, right? But if you only thinking positive, nope, I'm not playing no games. See, I'm in my lover girl era. I'm here for love, peace, and prosperity. I'm not here for begging. I'm not here for chasing, motherfucker. Absolutely not. I'm not here about having to cuss your ass out every day because you think that shit's cute. Absolutely not. We not out here begging motherfuckers to balance. Absolutely not. We gonna play our position. Your person's gonna get presented, but things change swiftly. So whereas this person chooses not to step up and play a position, somebody else is gonna come in there instantly. So there's some of you that they feel like they got time and they do not got time because somebody else is about to step up and play that position. And then guess what? It's just a missed opportunity for them. That's it. So be excited. But listen, I do got to get off of here, baby. Listen, when I tell you I've been working, all right? Working not only as far as a career, the coaching sessions, the events, baby. Badu is tired today, okay? Now, I didn't even want to say tired. Badu gonna rest today, all right? Sundays is supposed to be my day off, but I always tend to extend myself on Sundays too because, I want to make sure I'm available for y'all. But, baby, when I tell you today, I had to make sure I get on live, let y'all know that today's the last day of the sale. Then I'm about to lay it on down. I'm about to be relaxing. It's rainy too. My favorite days. So I'm about to enjoy the view with my babies. All right. But I love y'all. Okay. Again, take advantage of the event for today because that certain slots are limited. Okay. So again, it's a bundle. Buy one, get one free. So you will get 8 readings for the price of 4. Okay. I'll say that as far as buy one, get one for the 30-minute coaching sessions, you'll get 2 readings for the price of 1. Okay. So again, chosen ones, just pay attention. I will say, I can only do it for the last today. And I'll let you know future-wise if I do present that sale again. But love you, babies. Y'all continue to be great. I'm going to post this on YouTube, all right? Also, I will not be on live as often on TikTok. However, I will start posting more videos on YouTube as I've been doing, but I'm going to post more for you just so that you can keep tuned in so you can get your messages. But love you so much. Y'all continue to be great, all right? Be great, babies.